Welcome to Ringette action on this Wednesday night in White City at the Communiskate. We've been missing Ringette all month long. We're all excited to get back on the ice. This is the Buffalo Plains Blitz travel team versus the Regina Rattlers travel team. This is some interesting history on the ice tonight. We have the Blitz travel team, and the Blitz travel team is made up of 11 Blitz players from this season. So they played on the U19B regular season Blitz, 11 of those players. 2 of these players played with the U19B Buffalo Plains Wild this season. That's Malaya and Ryan. 1 player played with the Blitz last season, so the 2023-24 season, but she moved up to Saskatchewan to go to university, so she played with the U of S Ringette team this year, and that's Madison Hofer. And then they have 1 player who played for the U19B Hellraisers, and she's been with them since the 2021 season. That's Sarah Dagenstein, my daughter. Now, Sarah was the U16 age player, on the very first travel team from Regina since the Regina Seals went to Finland in the mid-1990s. So 20 years later, the Regina Ice was formed in 2016, and in 2018, they went to Sweden and Finland to play Ringette. So, and that team was the catalyst for future Ringette teams. On the current Blitz team, we have 7 players who are a member of the U19B Buffalo Plains Impact that was formed in the 2021-22 season, and they traveled to Sweden, Finland, and Czechia in April 2023, ultimately winning the bronze in the Finland Spring Lions Cup tournament. 6 of those 7 Impact players, most were on the U19B Outlaws last year, plus 3 current Blitz travel players who were on the Blitz in the 2023 season, went on the Buffalo Plains Outlets travel team that traveled in April 2024 to Bay City, Michigan, where they competed in the Team USA Mid-Michigan tournament in the U19B division, ultimately winning the silver medal in that tournament. And the current Blitz travel team has 4 players joining this spring travel team for the very first time. So this is 4 of these players have not been on a travel team and will be going to Montreal in a week and a half. Now the Rattlers were also formed at the same time as the Impact in the 2021-2022 season. The Rattlers also traveled to Europe at the same time as Impact in April 2023, competing in the U19B division. Since then, the Rattlers have reunited to compete in the spring tournament, the AB Selects tournament in Calgary, winning the gold in the A division, U19A, and the Ballistic Tournament in Canmore last spring, where they won the gold in that tournament as well. The whole roster for the Rattlers were the original Rattlers, except for Grace, who played for the Rattlers in Calgary last year. Now on the current Rattlers, 6 played on the Ravens. That includes Grace, Cameron, Bree, Fallon, Peyton, and Naya. 4 played on the Reign, Addison, Emma, Chanel, and Elise. 1 was on the Predators, Cameron, Ogle, and 1 was on the Rise, that's Leah. So they're heading back to the Canmore Ballistic Tournament on May 9th. Now, to wrap things up here, Grace, the goalie for the Rattlers, who was not part of the Rattlers when they traveled to Europe, she is the goalie for the U16B Prairie Fire travel team. She's an overage player, first year U19, and they are going to Europe in Sweden, Finland, Czechia this July to compete in the Lions Cup. And one of the coaches for the Prairie Fire is number 2 Sarah Dagenstein, playing on the Blitz. So kind of cool to have coach versus player, the first travel team, the Ice, versus the latest travel team, the Prairie Fire, and they're all coming together right now. So here we go. I got great Gabe Croswell with me doing the play-by-play. It's great to have you, Gabe.
Thanks for having me, Darren. And we are underway here with the ring-free play. That is by the Rattlers that gets sent back out. There's some defensive battling going on in the defensive zone for the Blitz. The Rattlers take possession, looking to pass it across the crease. They do manage to get it there. That's to Bree Scholes with it. Scholes with it, tries to take her shot, does a drop pass, gets it back to Scholes, and she skates around the outside. Tries to look for a lane to the inside, defense keeping her out. Scholes looking for it, has a shot. She gets a shot, hits the post, and it goes out to the outside. It's recovered by the defense for the Blitz, and the Blitz look to break out. They get their breakout pass. It gets intercepted in the neutral zone by the Rattlers, and they start making their way back in to break in. Rattlers with it in the offensive zone right now, breaking in towards the net. Wall of black in front of them. They cannot get a shot off, so she makes a nice little loop. The ring goes loose. It's picked up by the Blitz, but a good play. She gets that ring back, and they are battling for it. Little collision in front of the bench there for the Rattlers. And here we have the first good shot by the Rattlers. That goes off the blocker of Avery Hastings, the goalie for the Blitz. And here's the Blitz defense looking to break out. They try to get their shot off. Ring is battled for in the neutral zone, picked up by the Blitz defense. Here is Malaya Bonnell with it. Bonnell gets to take it off of her. And here we have Cook battling for it there. And that looks like an offside.
Now for today's game, we actually had officials lined up, but through a miscommunication, the officials went to the Cooperator Center instead of the Communiskate, and so we don't have officials for the game.
Here we have the Rattlers with their free play. She tries to send it in. That doesn't go anywhere. That was Chanel Schutz who sent it in. The defense for the Blitz try to get it out. It is recovered again by the Rattlers. The Rattlers head in. Here's Addison Sellen with it now. She passes it to the center. A little bit of a loose ring there. That is picked up by Ogle. Cameron Ogle looking to make a play. She passes it across. Pass doesn't work, but that's to Fallon Wilker who takes it. She looks to move in, tries to cut towards the net, gets a shot. Good save made by the goaltender. That's Hastings with the save. No outlet pass. There it is. She makes her outlet pass, and the defense look to break out once again. Really good offensive coverage made by the Blitz. They're not trying to let her out. Sarah Degenstein takes the ring in the neutral zone, passes it in, and it goes to Elisa Nagy. Nagy with it now. Skating around the outside, they're looking for their first shot on net. Nagy cutting in, goes through the wall of green. She gets a shot, she passes it in front to her teammate, and that ring is loose and it goes to the corner. Battling for it in the corner, we're picked up by the Blitz. That looks like another Schultz. That ring comes out to Bree Scholes. Scholes with it here. She goes to send it in. And she gets it to her teammate. That's Brooke Labby with it. Labby looking to get her shot on. Tries to drop pass to Scholes. Big block made by Sarah Degenstein, and the ring goes out into the corner. They try to do the cycle pass, but it is loose in the corner. Picked up by the Blitz defense. Here's Sophie Kemp with it now. Kemp looking to break out. I think that's Kemp. She manages to get it into the neutral zone. That goes to Cook, and it's picked up. We got a bit of a chance, but that ring goes loose into the corner. Picked up by the Regina Rattlers defense, who look to get out. Loose ring in the corner, race for it. Won by Cook. She takes that ring, does a drop pass behind, but it is picked up there by the Rattlers defense, who try to get it out once again. A little bit of a fall there. The ring comes out. The Blitz recover. She spins, she sends it in, gets it deep, goes to the Rattlers defense and right back out into the neutral zone. They look to break in. She tries to break it in. Good defensive play stopping that pass there. These checks are fantastic right now on both ends. They are not wanting the other to give the opportunity to the other team. Ring goes deep in the offensive zone for the Blitz. Battle for it in the corner. Here is Madison Hofer with it. She comes out with it, skates around.
Mighty Mouse.
Hofer with a beautiful drop pass, and the pass goes to the middle, but it's picked up there by the Rattlers D, who send it out deep. Two-line pass. Can't be touched. Gets picked up by the Blitz defense. She sends it deep to be relieved by Sophie Reed. Reed with it now. Sends it to the neutral zone. That gets to Nagy, number 8. Nagy drops it back and gets it back. She moves in, looks for a shot. Fakes a shot, goes out to the outside. No shot on net there. And here we have Chanel Schutz with it, battling for it. The Blitz offense not letting her out and take that ring back behind the net. Now they look for an opportunity. Lots of time left on the shot clock. She's cutting around, being pushed out well. That's Patterson with it. Patterson drops it to Nagy. A little bit of a battle there for it, but Nagy manages to recover. And here's Nagy passing it across. Oh, the pass was good, but it just didn't connect perfectly. And now that ring breaks out, and the Rattlers look to break in. The Rattlers try and send it deep. It goes off the skate of the defender so she can recover. Little battle for it here. There's a number 14, and I think that would be Elise Collins here. I didn't think that she was playing. Collins tries to go with it, but can't get anywhere. And they have a good offensive pass across. Little relief pass to Scholes. Bree Scholes gets a shot off, doesn't go in. 3 shots left on the shot clock, and that time will run out.
Well, you'll notice there's a couple of the Rattlers players wearing yellow jerseys instead of green jerseys. I guess they're getting the rust off after a month of not playing. Forgot the green jerseys at home.
Blitz looking to send it out. They get their first pass. Now they need to get past that line, get that breakout pass. Here is Patterson with it. Patterson looking to break in. Doesn't quite have a pass, and it has really good checks made by the Rattlers offense there, not wanting to let her in. That ring does squeak through, and here's Nagy with it now. Nagy with a chance. She's 1-on-3 here. Waits for her teammates to join the zone. She tries a shot anyways, and the goalie recovers. That is Grace Dennis with it. Grace looking for a relief pass, and she does not seem to have it. That would have been the 5-second rule, and so the Blitz travel team will get their opportunity.
That was the first shot on net for the Blitz.
That was
a long haul. Over 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes without a shot.
They tried twice, but they missed the net. Relief pass into the side. Can't see the number of that, but the Blitz have it. She tries the drop pass. Great defense there made. That was Emma Shaw with a great defensive play for the Rattlers, but it's still picked up by the Blitz. Blitz looking to cut in. She skates around with speed. She gets it to the center. A shot. I didn't see where the cross snuck in. It was underneath the pad of the goaltender. A nice save there. The Rattlers send it out to the neutral zone. That is picked up there by Malaya Bonnell. Bonnell sends it in. Tries to get it to Hofer, but it goes wide, and the Rattlers will recover. Here's Ogle with it now in the defensive end. She sends it to the neutral zone, or tries to, but it gets stopped by McBain. McBain and Cook are there with Hofer looking for an opportunity. Hofer standing in front of the net. McBain to the outside. She's looking for her lane. She tries it. She tries the shot. Good save by the blocker. Big save there by Grace Dennis. McBain continues with it. She gets that ring back, and she tries to make another move. Good drop pass. A little bit of a loose ring picked up there by Cook. Cook being poked. She gets it through. Tries the center pass. She gets it back. Gets a shot, and it goes off the post. And now it goes out to the outside. The Blitz, lots of offensive pressure to get another shot, and that is another save made by Grace Dennis. Beautiful plays in net there. She tries the backwards pass. Good forechecking there by the offense of the Blitz. They're trying to keep them hemmed in. Go D-to-D relief pass. McBain for the Blitz. Oh, they lose for it, but the Rattlers get it out. That ring is in the neutral zone. She tries to break in. It looks like she's got a bit of a fast break here. That's number 15. She takes a shot. Big save made by our goaltender. That is Avery Hastings, another save. She makes her pass to the D, and they try to break their way out. Here we have the Blitz offense looking to get out of the zone. She tries that breakout pass. A little bit of a loose ring in the neutral zone. Gets picked up by the Rattlers and heads the other way. Another fast break there for Ogle. Ogle with the chance here. Tries Deacon across. Gets the shot. It goes wide of the net. The ring is behind the net there. Still picked up by the Rattlers. They maintain possession. She passes it to the outside, and they look for an opportunity. Here's Scholes with it. Bree Scholes passing it over to Ogle. Ogle tries the shot. Good tie up by the defense. The Blitz defense bringing that ring back out into the neutral zone. Loose ring, almost a collision there. The Rattlers take it. They go to pass it back in. That ring is right along the blue line. Blitz trying to get it out. That ring does not come out. Rattlers manage to keep it in and look to go. Good cross-crease pass over to Bree Scholes. Scholes with it. Looking for an opportunity. She moves around. She does that wide pass. Shot goes right into the pads of the goaltender. Avery Hastings standing straw in net. Here is Massel with it. Leah Massel deked out her own opponent into the boards there. She makes that pass. There's Mushimansky with it. Mushimansky does not get that shot through. That is a good save made by Hastings again. Hastings looking for a relief pass. She throws behind the net. Good offensive pressure done there by the Rattlers. They manage to get it off, but she recovers anyways. And here's Hofer with it, trying to send it out of the zone. Race for the loose ring in the neutral zone, picked up by the Rattlers. There's Schutz with it there. Chanel Schutz losing that ring, and that ring goes into the defensive zone for the Rattlers. They look to break out. Under pressure, she sends it out. That goes to Schutz. Schutz with it. She tries to send it into Wilker. Nice little bounce pass, and that ring is loose. The Blitz trying to keep them to the outside. The Blitz pushing. Pass across for the Rattlers. Rattlers get a shot. It goes wide of the net once again. They recover. The Rattlers still looking for it. Wilker with it now. She passes over. Another pass across the crease. And that ring is loose behind the net. Battle for it. Looks like it is picked up by the Blitz. She tries to send it out. The Rattlers end up kind of stopping it, but it does end up making it out. McBain battling for it now.
Well, I don't think we're going to get a lot of whistles. I think the coaches are trying to officiate from the bench for this one. That's a creative way of doing it.
It's a little tough to do that sort of thing.
Here's the shout-outs. We got 3 up there right now.
All right.
Keep those shout-outs coming.
So we got a big shout-out to Craig Reed, watching from Yorkton, cheering for Sophie Reed and the Blitz. Thanks for watching, Craig. We appreciate that. Here we had Job. She tried to pass. That pass ended up getting intercepted, but that is still a battle for it behind the net there. Offensive pressure. ring goes loose, picked up there by McBain. McBain with it now. McBain looking for an opportunity, drop pass. The shot goes straight into the goaltender's pads. That's another save by Grace Dennis, and she looks to get it out. Grace makes the pass, loose ring, pressure made by the defense on the blitz. That's Sarah. Here we have Sellen with it. She gets it into the zone here. Here's McMillan. McMillan gets a shot off, and it goes in. That's a goal for the Regina Rattlers, scored by McMillan.
Who got the assist?
A pass by Sellen. Number 12, Addison Sellen.
Sellen to
McMillan. Number 15, McMillan.
12 to 15?
12 to 15, yep.
Okay.
All right, the blitz looking to answer back. They go to break into the zone, try to get it deep. It goes to Job. Job with it now, cutting in front. There's a drop pass to McBain. McBain has some speed here. She cuts around the outside. She's going through the middle, fakes the drop pass to get the defender off of her and goes around the net. With a little bit of space here, she goes around looking for a lane. She tries to cut in, but those Rattlers defense doing a great job of keeping them all hemmed. There's McBain with it once again. She gets it. They got 4 seconds to get a shot off. A shot, and that's a good save made there by the goalie. Cook got a beautiful shot off, but that's a great save made by Grace Dennis here. Cook keeping the pressure on, trying to keep it into that offensive zone, looking for another forward. There's the pass there to Hofer. Hofer cutting around the outside as well. They look for their lane. No pass there. Good defense by the Rattlers, keeping them. She fakes the drop pass. Gets that pass across. It goes into the center. McBain with a little bit of space. She shoots, and it's in the crease for the goaltender to save it once again. Grace Dennis looking to send it out. It goes right back in. Here it is recovered by Cook. And number 9, Cook, she's lowering around the net, looking for her opportunity. That ring is knocked off by a good poke check made there by Ogle, and Ogle sends it for a D-to-D relief pass. That goes across to Emma Shaw, and Emma sends it into the neutral zone, picked up by her offense, and they move in. Here we have a bit of a fast break. That's number 16. That's a save made by the goalie. That was Leah Massel with a great opportunity. Sarah Degenstein stopping her. Deep. Oh, another shot there. Goalie tried to get it out, but that was stopped by good forechecking made by the Rattlers. Try to draw a pass. It doesn't work. They battle for the loose ring. Picked up by the Rattlers defense in the offensive zone. And she tries to move it a little bit deeper. Big battle along the boards there. And that is the ring's not going anywhere rule.
Move it or lose it. Well, I must say the officials, the coaches are doing a pretty nice job.
They're staying on the ball about it. All right, another little shout out here to Shanley and Dane watching from Regina, cheering for Dessa, number 9. Thanks for watching, guys. We greatly appreciate having you. And here the Rattlers take their free play. They move into the offensive zone here. They cut around, good cross crease pass. She cuts into the center, tries a shot, and hits the pad of the goalie and goes out to the corner. Defense keeping it to the outside. They tried another cross crease pass. That goes to Ogle. It goes by her, but she recovers it anyways, and now she's looking for her lane. She cuts around the net. They're going to look for another cross crease pass by this pattern. A drop pass instead. There's the cross crease pass. She goes for it. They're keeping her to the outside. They get that ring, and they are knocking it out. Blitz looking to break out, getting that first pass to Patterson. Patterson looking to break in. They send it deep to Hofer. And here's Hofer with it, skating behind the net. She tries a drop pass, going back to Patterson. Patterson with it now, going to the outside, waiting for some relief. She fakes the drop pass, does that drop pass. Here's Nagy with it. Nagy tries the shot. It goes loose. It's sitting in front of the crease, and that's picked up by the Rattlers D, who now look to break it out. They do get that breakout pass to the neutral zone. Little battle for that loose ring. Recovered by the Rattlers. They get it offensively. Here's Mushimansky with it. Mushimansky in the corner looking for her lane. She passes it into the center to her teammate. It's a good pass. Tries the shot. Saved by the glove of the goaltender. That's Hastings, the goaltender. Blitz look to break out. Ring is loose. There's a lot of poke check pressure on her, but she manages to keep it covered, and she gets that ring out of the zone. Now the Blitz offense looking to break in. She sends it deep. That is to Patterson once again. Patterson in the corner trying a little cut move to create some space. Stays behind the net waiting for her lane. Drop pass to Nagy. Nagy looking for an opportunity. She's being pushed to the outside. Good pass and a great save. A great save after a great shot. That was a beautiful ring battle for it. Picked up by the Blitz offense, and they go in for another shot. She tries it. It goes off the stick and it goes wide. No shot on net. Battle for the loose ring. Recovered there by the Rattlers goalie. And she has her opportunity to pass it out. She tries to pass into the corner. Once again, battle for the loose ring. It is still loose and picked up by the That's number 23, that's Madison Hofer with it. She cuts in with speed, tries the shot, pass across the crease, stopped by the defense. That was a great interceptable pass. And now they move to break out. Rattlers breaking out in the neutral zone, looking for the offensive play, stopped by McBain. Great play in the neutral zone not to allow them to advance. Chance with a fast break here. There's Job. Job is on a one-on-one with Wilker. Job can't get the shot, does a back pass. McBain can't get her hand on it. McBain looking for a play. Job and McBain getting knocked down. Wilker. A little bit. The Rattlers look to break out. Breakout doesn't work. That goes to Patterson. Patterson looking to break in, tries to get it deep, but is again lightly intercepted. It does go deep to the Blitz. That's Nagy behind the net there. She passes in the center. Loose ring right in front of the net. Recovered there by the goaltender. Grace Dennis passing it out. That looks like it's to Wilker. Wilker sending it out across the ice. That is to Shaw, and Shaw sends it deep to Massel. Massel across the crease, and that ring is loose, but it does not go in. Little fall in the corner. Ring is loose, and it's picked up again by the offense. This is Massel with it. Massel passing across the crease. Fakes the shot, goes again, takes the shot, top corner! What a shot by Ogle. Scored by Ogle, assisted by Massel. That would be 5 from 16.
5 from 16.
16, yeah. I believe the other one involved there would have been Mushimansky. That would have been 7.
Oh, 5 from 7 and...
Yes, 5 from 7 and 16. The Blitz make their free play, get into the zone. That is stopped by the Rattlers D. Loose ring picked up by the Blitz D in the offensive zone. She tries to send it past that line, but it doesn't go. And the Rattlers break out. They're in the neutral zone looking to break in now. Selin sends it into Labby. Labby tries to send it across. It was a nice pass. The defense for the Blitz battling for it. Loose ring in the corner picked up by the Rattlers on offense. Being pushed to the outside by the defense of the Blitz. And they create a wall, not letting them through. Labby with some speed cuts across. Tries to send that puck or ring in front. That ends up going loose. Little battle for it there. Degenstein getting beat by Ogle. Ogle with a little bit of speed to the outside. She does a drop pass to her teammate. Here's Labby once again. Tries the backhand shot. Missing the net. That was a good short side angle. Would have beat the goalie. That goes off the back of her feet. And that ring goes right back into the offensive zone for the Rattlers. Rattlers looking for their opportunity once again here. Tries the pass. Defense can't get a hold of it. She tries. It goes behind the net. Picked up by the Rattlers behind the net. And they're spreading out looking for another play here. Good shot and a good save made by the goaltender. They need a relief pass. Relief pass is done behind the net. That goes to Hofer. Here's Cameron Hofer with it. She moves to break out. She tries that breakout pass, goes for the two-line pass instead. That is an offside. Just a little bit too close there.
Wow, the shots aren't that uneven, but the Blitz aren't... Grace Dennis is standing tall in net, making a lot of great saves. The passing has been pretty quick, and they certainly don't look rusty for the most part. There's some pretty sharp passing, some nifty things. A few misses here and there, though, with execution, but a lot of game left.
Here are the Rattlers looking for their opportunity. That was Bree Scholes who passes it to Massel. Massel tries the shot going off the pad of the goaltender. Ring behind the net, battle for it. Goes out into the corner. Battling for it in the corner there, picked up by the Rattlers. Rattlers looking for an opportunity. She tries the shot. Big save by the goaltender's trapper. Hastings making some beautiful plays there.
That was a nice save.
Hastings passing it out to her defense. Defense looking to break out. Gets that breakout pass. Good pass. This is McBain with it. McBain sends it deep. That goes to Cook in the corner. Cook taking it behind the net. And they look for an opportunity. She tries the pass. Goaltender's paddle is there. And that ring goes back behind the net for the Rattlers to break out with. Rattlers breaking out. They are under a lot of pressure. They do get that breakout pass out. And they try to get it deep. Good pass to the center. Here's Massel with it. Massel tries that pass. And it works. And it sneaks through. That's 3-0 there.
Wow.
That was... I didn't see who scored that one. What number is she?
It's too blurry on my replay screen.
Wilker, it looks like. Wilker scored that with a pass from Massel. So that is 17 from 16.
Thank you.
The Blitz need an answer here now. Almost end of the first, and they are not able to answer quite yet. Great goaltending made by that Rattlers goaltender, though. The Blitz looking to break in. She's going around with speed, has great handles with it. They are pushing her well to the outside. Hofer with it still. She cuts to the center, tries to cross screens. A beautiful play made by the Blitz, and that's a great pass made by Hofer. That was to Nagy. That's scored by number 8 with a great pass from number 23.
Well, that one probably felt pretty good for Maddie, Mighty Mouse, Hofer, and Alyssa Nagy, because they've been teammates many years. But last year was their first year they haven't been teammates, because Maddie went to Saskatoon playing for the U of S Ringette Club, and so they got to reunite finally. Madison is a U19H player, but she is obviously going to university.
Hofer recovering it in the defensive zone. She sends it into the neutral zone with a pass to Patterson. Patterson brings it into the offensive zone. Little loose ring battle for it. Picked up by Ogle, who looks to break out. Ogle tries that breakout pass. Good defensive play there made by Bonnell. Bonnell trying to trap that ring. Here is Shaw for the Rattlers with it, looking to break in. She looks for that pass. Nowhere to go with it yet. Tries to Ogle. Good defensive play by Knapp. They are battling for it. Loose ring blocks out. Here we got Selin with it. Selin cutting in, tries to go through the 3. Loose ring gets trapped there by Hastings, and Hastings looks to make the pass out. Hastings nowhere to go with it, sends it behind the net. Picked up by Hofer. Hofer makes a little move behind the net to create some space, and she looks to break out. She sends it out, but that is intercepted there by Brooke Labby, who sends it right back in. And now Wilker has a chance. Wilker cutting in towards the net, tries the backhand shot. That gets deflected up and over the net by the goaltender. And here we have Bree Scholes with it now. Oh, that was Labby passing it to Scholes. Scholes with it, passes or shoots, and it goes wide. Labby with it. Labby trying to cut in, defense trying to keep her out. She drops it back. Here's Bree Scholes with it. There's a shot going wide of the net. 4 seconds left on the clock in this first half, and this period will come to a close.
Wow, that was fun.
We have another little shout out here for Alan and Lorna Reed watching from Conquest, and they're cheering for number 22, Sophie, and the team. That's Sophie Reed that they're cheering for the Blitz. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate having you.
Well, I'm going to do a quick shout out here to Robert Mushimansky. Robert Mushimansky, who is the grandfather of Peyton Mushimansky, who's on the Rattlers, number 7, and mom Amanda. I understand that Robert had watched a Ravens game or two, but because they played against the Blitz in the playlist, ended up watching several games and really expressed his enjoyment of watching Ringette in general on the South Saskatchewan Ringette YouTube channel. I really appreciate that, Robert, and I hope you're watching tonight.
Quite the first half.
That was fast. After a month of no Ringette at all, like this is their first game since March 29th. And I'm kind of impressed with the speed and the pace. Now, the Rattlers have been together for 4 years. I mean, 2 solid years of regular season togetherness with enhanced training, because that's the same as Impact. So you could see their excitement when they came to the rink tonight. They were so excited to play together again. They hadn't played together since last year. So you could tell that they kind of, it's like riding a bicycle. They just fell right back into it, it looks like. Now, the Blitz, of course, the Blitz travel team, 11 of them played together on the Blitz, but 4 of them did not play on this team this year. And it takes some kinks to work out there, but they're passing pretty good. Like, it's pretty sharp, it's really fast, it's clean. And
it looks good.
Yeah, there's promise here.
These games can flip on a dime, so you never know what's going to happen until the game's over. It's going to be interesting for sure.
The Blitz will be in tough in Montreal. So the Rattlers will be going to the Ballistic Tournament in Canmore. Beautiful, beautiful Canmore. Blitz are going to the Montreal Ringette Challenge. They're going to be in the U19/Open A division. So they're going to be facing some really tough competition. So this is a great warm-up for them for sure. And it'll be a blast. The team's flying out on May 4th, or probably May 8th.
The Blitz breaking into the zone. That was Sophie Reed sending it in, but it gets intercepted, and the Rattlers break back out. Labby tries to send it deep. A good bouncy pass And a nice pass and a nice shot, but that's saved by Hastings. Hastings looking to break. She passes it back behind the net to Job. Job tries to break it out. That ring goes into the neutral zone. She gets pushed, but she keeps that ring out. McBain with it. Oh, good poke check.
Woo! No arm up.
No arms. There's no ref, so penalties are kind of hard to call here. McBain in a little bit of bad luck in that situation, but she manages to, they keep the ring. The Blitz have it now, looking to break in. Oh. Here is Cook with it after that ring was looped nos. Oh my God, knocked loose, Jesus.
Oh, she managed to pass to herself.
Here's McBain with it. McBain faking a drop pass, going wide around. She cuts back, they have 6 seconds to take a shot. She gets the shot off. Now the Rattlers take it out. Rattlers looking to break out, try that pass to the neutral zone. They look to shoot it, throw it deep. That gets recovered by the Blitz defense. Blitz under pressure, tries the spinorama to create some space, and she does. And that pass goes to Patterson in the neutral zone. They look to break in. Ring goes deep into the corner. Race for that loose ring behind the net. Good pressure by the Blitz. Patterson recovers in the corner, and now the Blitz have an opportunity in the offensive zone. A good pass there would have tricked the goalie. Loose ring in front, and the goaltender recovers. That was a good drop pass there. The goaltender was going to the wrong side of the net following that play, but that pass just didn't quite connect. Another good poke check and offensive pressure by the Blitz. Still recovered by the Rattlers, and they look once again to break out. Here's, I think that is Cohen's with it as she skates out.
He keeps turning off above me. I'm trying to hit the button real quick here. Now I'll warm up.
In with it now. Here's Patterson and Hofer nicely moving that ring between each other. Patterson going around the outside. She's going wide. She tries to cut into the center. That ring is locked. That ring comes loose. And now as they try to send it out, it's into the neutral zone now. The defense not like, oh, that's a great pass and a great goal.
Wow.
A nice play there by the Regina Rattlers.
That was a play. Okay, who got that? I think that was Wilker.
I think that was Wilker again.
And who fed it to her? So there's number 4. 4 sent it out. Oh, 4-7-17. That's the combo.
That was Mushimansky with that assist. The Blitz needing to pick up that energy here and stop those plays. Here's Knapp with it. Knapp looking for the break-in pass, tries to send it deep. Little battle for that ring in the corner, picked up by Patterson. Patterson sends it across, relief pass to Nagy. And Nagy has it now. She tries to cut in. She tries that centering pass. The loose ring goes off the pad. And that ring is stopped in front of the net. Goaltender looks to break out. She passes it right to the Blitz. Blitz behind the net. There's Patterson with it. Need to keep that pressure up here. Patterson, relief pass across. Ring is loose. Battling for it. Picked up by the Rattlers D, and they send it into the neutral zone. Here's Labby with it. Labby sends it across. That ring is a little bit loose, and that's picked up by Nagy in the defensive zone. They look to break out quick. Nice pass to Hofer. Hofer sending it deep. That goes to McBain. McBain moving around with the ring behind the net there. McBain going wide. Rattlers defense keeping her wide. She gets that ring knocked off, but it's picked up by Nagy. Nagy tries the shot. Shot's good. Loose ring in front. Hofer, goes off the post. No luck there, but Hofer gets another shot off. McBain with a chance in front. Good screen there by Hofer. Good save there by Dennis. Dennis passing it out. Ring can't be picked up. McBain grabs it, passes it to Hofer. Hofer with an opportunity to create some space here. She goes in with a little bit of speed. She tries to cut in. She's got tight edges that one. What a pass! Oh my God, does she have a good hands. Hofer's handling ability with her elite edges out there, she is really difficult to get a handle on. She moves around the defenseman, cuts towards the net. Another nice pass! And a big post again!
Oh, wow.
Jeez, is she a playmaker. Hofer with it again, looking for another opportunity to make a play. She has great handles with that ring. They get it knocked off of her finally, but she battles for it back. Loose ring gets sent to the neutral zone, goes through for the two-line pass to be picked up by Ryan Mayer. Mayer with it behind the net for the Blitz, looking to break out. She goes for the breakout pass. And she gets it to Cook. Cook with it. Sends it in to McBain, and McBain gets it, and they are broken into the zone. McBain goes around the net, tries to create some space. They keep her under pressure. McBain being kept to the outside well, tries to drop pass. Sophie Reed just tries to send it in. That hits a defender. Defender's looking to break it out.
I heard her parents voice some, I'm not sure if that was displeasure or...
Here's Schutz with it. Schutz tries to pass it in. That was Ogle. Ogle to Mushimansky. Mushimansky with it. She tries to cut towards the net. Defense trying to keep her out. A nice pass across. Loose ring. Race and battle for it. Looks like that ring will be recovered by the Blitz D. Here's Mayer with it. Mayer sending it across for the lead pass. Here's Sophie Reed with it. Sophie looking to break it out. She gets that ring deep. That's a 2-line and can't be recovered by the Blitz until the defenders grab it. Defender goes for it. Didn't get a handle on it yet. There it is. Now they can battle for it. Battle for the ring in the corner. Ring comes loose and they come out with it. That's Cullens. Cullens with it. They're still knocking it off.
Oh!
Good poke checks made there by Nagy. Cook had it and tried the back pass. Doesn't work. Nagy manages to recover it under pressure. She gets pushed to the outside. Kind of runs into the boards there.
Penalty.
There's no penalty calls today with no referees on the ice. And so the Rattlers try to send it back out to the neutral zone. Big recovery there. There's Sophie Reed with it. She sends it in. Good interception. There's Job. Job doesn't have anybody to pass to, so she moves behind the net. Job with it. Cuts in front. She does the drop pass to the center. It's in the center now. Here's Hofer with it. Hofer sends it in. Pass almost works, but Patterson just kind of mishandled it. Patterson manages to recover. Does the relief recycle pass. Here's Hofer. Cameron Hofer getting poked, but she manages to keep it on her.
Do you notice any resemblance between 6 and 23 and how they skate?
They definitely seem to be very strong with their edges. Very quick cuts and movements. Siblings, I'm assuming?
They are.
Yep.
Younger sister Cammie, number 6, older
5
sister
seconds on
Maddie.
the shot clock. Got to get a shot off. 3, 2, and the buzzer will go.
How's the shout-outs looking?
Your phone shut off again. I don't know.
Oh.
The Rattlers in the neutral zone with it. Send it into the offensive zone. Here's Bree Scholes with it. Scholes trying to get her shot on. Defense trying to keep her to the outside. She manages to lose an edge and she goes down. Loose ring, battle for it. Rattlers pick it up. Mushimansky trying to cut to the inside. Defense keeping her out. That's recovered there by Degenstein, and Degenstein looks to break out. Degenstein goes around the net. She has a little bit of pressure, but she sends that bounce pass into the neutral zone. Got a 2-on-1 if they can get it deep. Oh, a great poke check there by the Rattlers, and it goes back the other way. Here we have Bree Scholes battling with Sarah Degenstein for it in the corner. Degenstein manages to beat her, but fell, and now that ring comes loose. Scholes keeps it. Scholes does a drop pass. Mushimansky with it. Mushimansky back to Scholes. Good control, pass to the center. A good shot and a good save. Can't be stopped by the goaltender. Goaltender looking to break it out. Relief pass to Degenstein. Degenstein with it. Quick relief pass. They break out. Here's Hofer. Hofer sends it in. Hofer and McBain working with the ring now. That ring is loose. They battle for it. Hofer still battling. Ring comes loose, picked up by Wilker for the Rattlers, and the Rattlers look to break out. Into the neutral zone. That ring goes 2 lines, and it's recovered by the defense of the Blitz. Here's Degenstein. Degenstein sends it out to the neutral zone. That ring is loose. Ogle sends it into her defensive zone to be recovered by her D, and the Rattlers have it in the neutral zone now. They look to send it in. The pass goes across. We have Shaw with it. You know, I think actually number 15 is McMillan, and I've been calling her Ogle this whole time. This is to McMillan. She's wearing Ogle's away jersey. Sarah Degenstein with a great block, and she looks to break out. And that's the end of that time. The Blitz really needing to turn up the heat a little bit here and get some really good pressure on them.
Yeah, we only had a 15-minute second period. I don't know why, but less time anyway. You should have plenty of ice time though.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll add another period or do a shootout or something.
Rattlers looking to break in. Rattlers, nowhere to really go. She tries the drop pass, it works. That's to Ogle. Ogle with it, gets the shot, hits the goaltender, nice save. Hastings looking to break out, or to send it out, sorry. Goalie pass. And there's the breakout pass, goes to Nagy. Nagy sends it into Job. Loose ring, race for it. That's picked up by the Rattlers D. They battle for it there in the corner. Patterson and Job have her sent down. Rattlers D manages to get it out to her teammates. Here's Labby with it. She sends it in. Labby to Massel. Massel around the back of the net with it. Massel drops it to Scholes. Scholes gets a shot. Big save by the goaltender. Avery Hastings making good plays as on goaltender. Defense for the Blitz can't seem to cover it. That's a really good chance for the Rattlers. She gets it and she puts it over the pad, and that's a goal.
That was 18, I think.
I didn't actually see that. You want to unlock this quick?
Yeah.
Got another little shout out here to Corey and Leanne Schultz. You guys are watching from Craven, Saskatchewan, and you're cheering for Breezy Schultz. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. All right, the Blitz offense right behind the net there. Here's Patterson with it. Patterson tries to make that pass, but the Rattlers defense recover and they send it to the neutral zone. Massel looking to break in, makes that pass across. Oh, that shot goes to the goaltender. Goaltender has it now. Hastings looking to get it to her defense. Gets it to the defense. I believe that's Hofer with it. Hofer does the bounce pass up the side. They don't have a break in though. Nagy breaks in, sends it to Patterson. Patterson in the offensive zone with it now. They need to get a good chance and a good shot on net here. Nagy with the drop pass. A good shot and a good block save there. That ring goes into the neutral zone, picked up by the defense of the Blitz. She tries to cut around. Here's Burrell with it.
That's Mayer.
Right, yes, sorry. That is Mayer. The last name on the back of her jersey.
I know. She borrowed a couple of jerseys. So 12 and 14 are wearing borrowed jerseys. So the names in the back of the jerseys do not match the actual names.
Fakes the drop pass. Patterson getting a shot. A nice pad save made by Grace Dennis, who is playing fantastic in net for the Rattlers. That was a good defensive play made there by Cullens, I think. Here we have McBain with it into the middle. McBain cuts around to the outside. McBain with it, cutting to the center. Can't quite get a shot, so tries that pass to her teammate. Teammate in front of the crease, shoots, and that hits the goaltender. That ring goes wide. I don't know what she fell over there. That kind of looked a little goofy, but she's okay.
Yeah.
She gets up and she keeps going. Rattler defense looking to break out. Good pressure by the Blitz. She manages to get that breakout pass to Mushimansky. Mushimansky with it, sends it deep. That is a loose ring. That's, I believe, to Wilker. Wilker gets the shot off. Mushimansky battling in the corner with Sophie Reed. Goes behind the net. And the Rattlers offense has it now. There's McMillan who gets the shot off. Shot saved by Hastings. Hastings tries to send it out, but another good save by Mushimansky. Mushimansky gets a shot, but that is also saved once again by Hastings. This is making me nervous. Another one recovered by
Apparently Ian goes to bed at 10:45 p.m. His phone is Bluetooth to the speakers here, and it just made a little bedtime sound.
Blitz are in the neutral zone looking to break in. They try that pass, but that ends up being recovered by, I believe, Emma Shaw with the Rattlers. Emma Shaw looking to break out, bounces it off. They look to break in. Rings loose, picked up by the Rattlers. Here's Scholes with it. There's Breezy. Breezy with a pass that went to Labby. Labby took a shot, didn't work. Good save. And here's Scholes with it again. Good poke checks there by Hofer. Hofer looks to break out, and breakout pass to Nagy works, and they look to break in now. The Blitz in the neutral zone. They make that break-in pass. Hofer with her edges is in the zone. She beats one defender. She goes around the back of the net, and she looks to make a play. Hofer, drop pass to Nagy. Nagy with the pass across the crease. Doesn't quite work, but that was a good try there to Cook. Cook with it now. Cook cutting in, gets the backhand shot, goes off the pads. Nagy! Did that go in? I think that was a goal. Yeah, okay. Nagy scored that from Hofer and Cook.
There we go.
Number 8 from number 23.
Goals, hey?
Did they call it a goal or no? Yeah, they're calling it one.
Nagy with both the Blitz goals. And Hofer assisting on both.
All right, Alrighty. Rattlers trying to break in, covered by the Blitz. Blitz need this opportunity here with just a minute left in this second half. Nagy, who just scored, takes that ring. She drops it to Patterson. Patterson in front of the net. She gets a good pass. Another good shot right in front of the crease, and that is a great save made there again by Grace Dennis. Grace looking to pass it out, and that goes to Bree Schulz. Schulz into the neutral zone with it. She gets that to Selin. Selin tries to get it in. Kemp manages to block that. That ring is on that blue line. Selin with it still. Tries to make the pass. Makes the pass. That's into the offensive zone. Race with a loose ring. Good stick check there by Degenstein. Little bit of a collision there. Loose ring picked up by the Rattlers. Rattlers, 2 seconds. And that's the time for the shot clock there.
Last minute shout outs, this would be your chance.
Yes, if you see the QR code up on the screen, make sure that you guys are scanning that QR code and letting us know who you are, where you're watching from, and who you are cheering for so we can shout you out and thank you for watching. The Rattlers in the zone with it. They have a bit of a 2-on-3 here. Can't really make that pass. They're being pushed to the outside. There's Wilker with it. Wilker had a pretty nasty shot the last few times. She tries the shot, goes off the pad.
Nice
Loose ring recovered by Degenstein. Degenstein looks to break out. She's got a little bit of pressure on her. They manage to get it off her. She gets it back. She makes that pass, and that's a great hand-eye coordination intercept by Wilker, who sends it back in. That's the end of this game in the second half.
About 8 minutes left of game time. I'm not sure what the plan is.
They're doing 3 periods? Is that normal?
No, it's not. But but this is just an exhibition game, so they're just kind of having fun with it. So I think they may be doing this intentionally. A 10-minute period. Why not?
Why not?
I like it.
Girls could use the workout for the first skate of their year.
I didn't set the period for that last one. Now I'm getting my rust off. I'm remembering to set the clock before the period actually starts for once. So there we go.
Like to do another little shout out here to Jaden Croswell and Connor Olivier. That's my brother and my brother's partner. They're cheering on Sarah and they're watching from Saskatoon. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate having you guys support us. So, thanks, guys.
I get a kick out of seeing Sarah playing with a lot of these players that I've been with, and it's nice seeing that. Well, good. I was kind of hoping to be a little bit more ringette left to go. Yeah, shots are 30% higher for the Rattlers, but it's good to get this game under the belts for the, I guess this is game 1 that this particular Blitz team has, you know, with some 4 new players and then, you know, the usual teammates from the Blitz not here, and so it's a lot of adjustments, but.
Well, and they've only really had like 2 or 3 practices for the Blitz team here.
Yeah. And they had 2 practices, that's right.
This is their first opportunity to iron out all the kinks.
And the Rattlers are there. I mean, they were strong in their very first year. They're a strong team. Well, good. We're going to have a period 3. That'll be fun.
All right. The Rattlers break into the offensive zone. Here's Mushimansky with it. She does the pass out to the outside. They try the cross-crease pass. That gets knocked by the skate of Cook. Massel with it, tries the pass across, and that goes back to Mushimansky at the outside. Mushimansky with it. Taking her time, she passes across to Wilker. Wilker with a shot stopped by the chest of the goaltender.
That was a nice save.
And the Blitz defense looked to break out. Good breakout pass to Job. Job sends it into Coach. Coach on a breakaway. Here's Cook, sorry. Cook with a nice shot. What a goal scored by number 9. That was a beautiful play and a great goal by Cook. What a snipes. That was number 9 from number 88.
Oh, the replay just wouldn't work. Dang it.
Nice shout out here, Robert Lushimansky. He's watching from Hanley, Sask. Thanks for watching. We were hoping you were, Robert. Appreciate that. Another little shout out. I'd like to say thanks to Kelvin Croswell for watching from home in Grayson. That's my father cheering on my girlfriend, so I appreciate that. Thanks, Dad. All right.
If any of you are wondering who this guy doing the play-by-play, Gabe Croswell, is, that is my son-in-law, Sarah's significant other.
A little bit of a collision out in the neutral zone, but that's all right. The Rattlers take it into the offensive zone. There's a nice little shot bouncing ring behind the net. That's recovered there. I think that's McMillan. McMillan passes it across to Labby. Labby with it in front of the net. She's got some good speed and good edges. The defense, there's Hofer with it. Hofer takes that ring and she goes to skate out of the zone. Nice breakout pass to Patterson. Patterson back to Hofer in the zone, and they've got their opportunity. She cuts in with speed. She goes to the outside, gets it to McBain. McBain passes across, another shot, and a beautiful save by Grace Dennis. What a beautiful pad save. The Rattlers defense take that relief pass behind the net. They look to break out. They get it to the neutral zone. That looks like it'll be 2 lines, and it goes 2 lines. Defense with a blitz recover. The blitz look to break out. Bounce pass off the wall. Hofer with it. Hofer sends it across, goes across good. And loose ring picked up by Patterson. Good stick checks all over. She tries to send it deeper, and it's picked up by Labby for the Rattlers in her offensive zone. Labby looking to break out. Breakout pass. That is tapped, not quite a 2-line, but that is recovered by Sophie Reed. Sophie Reed with it now. Reed looking to break out, gets the long pass. That's a good pass to Hofer. Hofer sends it in, got another chance here. McBain gets a shot, goes off the pad into the outside. Good save by the goaltender. McBain to the outside now. Moving across to the inside. There's keeping her out. She tries to pass to the crease. That is a loose ring in front. Here's Cook again, going wide with it. Cook going around the net. She carries. Backhand drop pass. McBain with it. McBain nowhere to go with it. Keeps it on her stick. She looks in for a lane. Gets the cross crease pass. Doesn't quite work, but Hofer recovers. And Hofer with her edges. She cuts right in. Gets around the defenseman. She can't quite cut in towards the net there, so she goes around. Gets that shot into the paddle of the goaltender. And Grace Dennis relieves it to her D. They try to keep pressure. Little collision behind the net. Hopefully no one's hurting.
That might be a penalty.
Are they going to call a penalty here? The ring's going to the center.
Penalty shot coming.
They are going to give McBain a penalty shot. I don't know how these penalty shots work. And here we have the race for it. McBain on the breakaway, and she misses the net. And now they battle for it.
On.
That's really cool. I've never seen those before.
Everybody was chasing.
That was interesting.
When you have no officials, that's what you do, hey? It's fun.
Hofer skating around. She's got good edges. She cuts in twice. Gets the pass across. What a goal! What a goal! What a pass again by Hofer. Jesus, Hofer is a playmaker and a half. Number 23, Madison Hofer passing across once again and getting that assist, I believe. Was that Nagy who scored that again?
I think so. Oh no, Cook is there.
Or is that Cook?
No, it's McBain. McBain. 23 to 28.
23 to 28. So that was scored by McBain, who took the penalty shot and missed the net. But she just needed Hofer to set her up, and now it's a 1-goal game, 4-5 in the third period. The Rattlers in front with it. Try the shot. The ring is loose. Sarah's got to push her out. That ring is loose in front of the net again, and that's recovered there by Kemp, and Kemp takes it to the outside. Kemp looking to break out. Kemp tries the pass to Nagy. Nagy with it, sends it in. We got an opportunity here. Here's Job. Job tries the shot. Off the pad. She aims for the 5-hole, but that was a beautiful save. A beautiful save.
Job tried to make a move, and Dennis read it all the way.
Dennis is reading those plays really, really well. She's playing fantastic in net. Another pass, another shot, and another save! Grace Dennis with the trapper save. Oh my God. That ring goes loose. Degenstein racing and battling for it. That ring is in the offensive zone. They try to break out. Good pressure by the Blitz D. That's Kemp battling for it. Loose ring. Nagy gets it. They got to get it in. There's Nagy with it now. Nagy breaking in. She passes it back to Patterson. Patterson cutting across the crease. No real opportunities there. Does the drop pass back to Nagy. Nagy takes the shot. Loose ring. Job. Loose ring again. What a save! What a save made by Grace Dennis. Oh my God.
Patterson cannot find an answer.
I cannot believe it. And here's Patterson with it on the side. What a stellar goaltending performance by Grace Dennis. Unbelievable with that stretch.
Yeah, Dennis is...
Tries to pass it across to
stifling
Job.
Patterson for sure.
Job passing it across. That ring comes across that top line to be recovered by the... Nope, not recovered by the Rattlers. Oh, yes, recovered by the Rattlers. Selin gets it to the neutral zone. Here's Massel with it now. Massel looking to break in. Gets that pass across to Labby. Here's Brooke Labby with it. Labby cutting into the middle. She tries the backhand shot. Good save by the trapper of the goaltender. There's Hastings with a nice blocker save, or glove save. Ring in the crease. Passes it out to Degenstein. Degenstein trying to make a move, trying to get Labby off of her. She's undercover. She gets that ring out. Good bounce pass, but it gets recovered by the Rattlers in the neutral zone. They take it back offensively. The defense for the Blitz trying to keep them outside. Labby with it. Labby, multiple drop passes there. Labby to Massel. Massel back to Labby. Labby trying to go back to Massel. Recovered there by the defense. They're battling for it. Out of beach, Sarah. There's Degenstein recovering with that ring, and she sends it to the neutral zone. Good breakout pass goes to Cook. Cook kind of loses it. She gets it again. Sarah Degenstein sending it deep to McBain. McBain can't quite get that one in, but she goes around, and they're waiting for their next offenseman. McBain with it. 9 seconds. Gets her pass to the center. Hofer. Hofer has 5 seconds. Gets a shot. Goes on. Oh, it snuck through!
Oh my gosh!
She shot from an impossible angle, and it snuck through the side of the net. What happened? It snuck through just in an awful angle, but that was just a sneaky one. It's just that simple. Was that scored by Hofer? That was number 6?
That was 6. That was the little Hofer. Well, I shouldn't call her little. She's the younger Hofer. She's bigger than Maddie. But
younger sister, but taller.
Taller.
Okay.
Well, there you go. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And that one she took and she got. Who assisted on that?
I believe it would have been...
I'm going to say Maddie and Sarah, because I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. Sounds good. All right, and now it's a tie game with 3 minutes left in the third period. The Rattlers recover in the neutral zone under pressure. I believe that's Collins. I hope I'm right on that. Collins sends it into Mushimansky. Mushimansky under pressure sends it in. That's to McMillan. McMillan tries the shot. Loose ring in front of the net. That's going nowhere. Now it's behind the net. Recovered by the Blitz D. They're under pressure. Blitz defense looking to send it out. They send it out to Patterson. Patterson misses that pass. That was good. I guess you tapped it a little bit.
Oh, I like it when Benal goes in. She doesn't go in that often on D, and I like it when she does.
Hofer cutting in with a nice move. Good defensive play. They battle for that loose ring. Ring goes right back out. That's recovered by Knapp in the neutral zone. She tries to get it out. Little bump and a crash there, but the ring goes into the offensive zone. And here are the Blitz with it. Patterson. Patterson cutting around. Passes it to the center to Nagy. Nagy gets the shot. Toe save made there by Grace Dennis. Grace Dennis, they're under pressure with those Rattlers. Rattlers get it out to the neutral zone. That goes 2 lines, and that's recovered there by Knapp.
These are probably the 2 best goaltenders in the U19 division this year right now on the ice.
A pretty fantastic performance so far here. Blitz looking to cut in, draw pass to Hofer. Hofer with the edges, goes around, can't get that shot off. She loses it. And she goes around with speed. Hofer takes the cut in, fakes the back pass, continues to hold it on her stick. 7 seconds left on the shot clock here. Draw pass, Job takes the shot, big blocker save. Loose ring in front, nobody can grab it. Loose ring again, Patterson with it. Another big save made by Grace, who's not letting her get anything easy. Holy cow, Grace Dennis. What a performance. Here's McBain with it around the net for the Blitz. Blitz offense looking for their next opportunity. McBain cutting in. She gets across, gets the shot, misses the net. Goalie pokes it out. McBain recovers it. McBain using her edges to cut around. She gets into the crease. She moves around nicely. She gets it. She gets a shot. And another nice save by Grace Dennis. Not giving her any opportunity to make a play with it. Dennis sends it out, and the Rattlers look to break out of in the defensive zone. Labby in the neutral zone with it. She sends it deep, and that goes good to Selin, number 12. Selin gets hauled down there.
Oh, no call.
No ref on the ice means no penalties today, ladies and gentlemen. There's a little bit of a tussle there, loose ring. They should probably blow the whistle, but that loose ring gets out. Oh, that's recovered by the Rattlers, an offensive zone. Here we got Breeze Scholes with it. Scholes sends it across, that goes wide. Here we have Labby with it now. Labby moving into the inside, trying to cut to the middle. Tries the drop pass, it does not quite work. Defense can't quite get it out, and Shaw recovers, but Cook battling for it. Loose ring once again, Cook gets it. And the Blitz are in the neutral zone. 21 seconds left, guys. Cook, here we go, Cook getting in. The ring gets knocked off the stick. The ring goes out into the corner. Passing. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. They try to send it out. Sophie Reed not letting it go. Blitz have one last opportunity. 6 seconds, there's a shot. Big save made by Grace. And Grace sends it out for the end of this period. Woo! Wow. What a game so far.
That was something.
Are they not going to do any shootout or anything like that?
No, I think our ice time ended a minute ago, so...
All right, that'll be the end of it.
I'm kind of surprised, actually. It looked like the Blitz were, they looked fine, but the Rattlers looked pretty dominant, and the Blitz, thank goodness for the third period.
Yeah, thank goodness for the third
That's when the Blitz started to find their stride a little bit. Got caught up a little bit on the shots, found a few goals, and it ends in a 5-5 tie. Kind of fitting, though, these two strong teams like this. And I don't mean to be rude with the other goal. The U19 division had some super great goalies across all the teams. So, yeah, well, that was a lot of fun.
That was a great game. That was a fantastic game.
Yeah. I was so happy to get a game in at the end of August. So, I don't know what the Rattlers will be doing in the Ballistic Tournament, but we'll be live streaming all of our games in Montreal. We got some French sounding, the teams that we play against. Will be fun. Love to have people watch and participate in that, and I hope the Rattlers have a great tournament in Canmore. All right, I'm going to do the highlight reel, and oh, that's not the highlight reel, that's the replay.
I'd like to thank everybody watching for all the support you're giving us. That's a great idea, and it's nice to have you guys watching your girls. It's really appreciated, so thanks again for watching. Enjoy these replays.
I know how to make them stop and stare as I fall out. The club can't even handle me right now. The club can't even handle me. I own the night and I don't need no help. Gotta be the feeling that Scarface fell. Stuck and gone wild, can't handle this pair. Fight for the club, arrogant like better no share. Fall out, cause that's the business. All out is so ridiculous. So not so much attention. Scream out on me, I know it, you know it. You know I know how to make them stop and stare as I zone out. The club can't even handle me right now. The club can't even handle me right now. Hey, still feeling myself, I'm like out of control. Can't stop now, more shots, let's go. 10 more rounds till I get a KO. Paparazzi tryna make me pose. Came to party till I can't no more. Celebrate cause that's all I know. Tip the group is taking off their clothes. Praying for now. Let's go.
Before I leave, brush my teeth with the bottom of our toes, toes. Trying on all our clothes, clothes. Boys blowing up our phones, phones. Dropped up and playing our favorite CDs. Pulling up to the parties. Trying to get a little bit tipsy. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. Oh, 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 oh. Ain't got a care in the world, but got plenty of beer. Ain't got no money, but we kick 'em to the curb unless they look like Mick Jagger. I'm talking about everybody getting crunk, crunk. Boys try to touch my jaw, police shut us down, down. Police shut us down, down. Po, shut us down. Don't stop, make it pop. D-Doc on the clock, but the party don't stop, no. Oh, 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 oh. Wait till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop, no. Heart it pounds, yeah, you got me. With my hands up, you got me now. You got that sound, yeah, you got me. You build me up, you break me down. My heart it pounds, yeah, you got me. Till I walk in. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop.
Okay, that does it now. I want to do one more quick shout out to Ava LaFontaine. So that was the one member of our Blitz travel team that was not here tonight. She was on the Blitz for the first half of the season, but literally went on a walkabout in Australia shortly after Christmas. She has not been back in Canada since then. She is first going to meet up with all the teammates in Montreal. So we're going to see her for the first time since Christmas in Montreal. Can't wait. I know a lot of the players are super excited to see Ava back. And so shout out to her, and that'll be the last of the team. So hope the Blitz do really well in Montreal. I hope the Rattlers have another fantastic tournament in Canmore, being the defending champions for that tournament. And thanks for watching, and we'll be back online live streaming Blitz games in Montreal on May 9th. All the games are already on the South Saskatchewan YouTube channel. All the times posted for those scheduled games, that is Montreal time. So I can't remember what the first game was, but if it says 12 noon on there, that means it's starting at 2 p.m. Saskatchewan time. So just be cautious of that. And that'll be it. We're signing off. Thanks for watching.